Alright guys, Lutz here. Had a couple people ask, how do you maintain your mags? How do you keep gas blowback mags in good shape? Mine have a little bit of a leak. How do you work on them? So figured I'd just do a quick tutorial on WE P226 or F226 mag today for you. I have a KWA USP mag here. I'm just going to show you. They're kind of a little bit different to open. Just give you kind of a brief idea. So to start, I'm going to put some gas in, test to see how it's doing. If you listen, you will hear leaking. It's coming out of my fill valve. It's a very common spot for a leak on a gas blowback mag. There it goes, really going. So I'm going to let that out. So the biggest cause I find, generally what's going on, is people have them sit around in between games, especially in the off season, and a lot of time they don't leave gas in it. There's no real pressure on the seals, and they can kind of get weak, they can get dried out. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to fix that in the easiest way possible. So for this, just real quick, we're going to check. We're going to take out the fill valve. Just need a flat head. You can already tell it's tough to turn, so it's probably just dried out. So, if you look closely, you'll actually see I had to put plumber's tape on this one at one point to actually make it hold the seal last year, I guess. But that O-ring is dry as hell. So we're going to take a little bit of murder oil, put a dab on, kind of let that soak in a little. Going to put it back in, snug her up. And give it a little fill. Okay, so we still got a little bit of a leak. And now what I'm seeing is it's not just the fill valve, it's also the split on the mag. So again, not uncommon. So we're going to empty the mag. And now what we're going to do is take our Phillips head right on this screw right here. Fairly long screw, so you gotta go with it for a minute. Okay, so that is also a fairly dry seal I got going on in there. So we're gonna lube that one up also. Now, like you saw on that screw for the fill valve, if it's bad enough leak and it's not just that the seals have dried out, you can put some plumber's tape, really only about once or twice around is all you really need, and that'll help it seal. I don't have any on me tonight, so hopefully this will fix it. Alrighty. So you want to get your magazine spring back in there, feed that in. There we go. Sort of. Get my screw all jammed up. It is important to note also, there is a rubber O-ring on the screw. So I'm just going to put that little dab in there. So that'll also get some. So when you fill this up the first time after you just put that lube in, put the murder oil on, sometimes it'll take it a minute to really kind of set in there. So if when you first fill it you hear a leak, don't panic, give it a second, maybe let the gas out, put a little bit more in, and usually that'll solve your issue. Okay, good and snug but not over tightened. Fill it up. Oh, my bottle's leaking a little, but hear that? Nothing. Exactly. Perfect. So, like I said, this one, this was a mag that got lost in a box for a season or so. So, it got real dry, just sat in the garage. Re-lubed it. we're all set to go. No leaks. Before most games, that's what I'll do to most of my mags, especially for your longer, like Milson West, like 24 plus hour games. Before I go, I just make sure they're all 100%. So the other thing I wanted to show you real quick, this is a KWA USP compact mag. So you saw on this one, there's the screw to take it apart into two pieces. The USP does a similar breakdown, except instead of the screw, you need a little pin for this hole. There we go. Slide it up, pop that out, and then there will be little pins along here. You just gotta knock the pins out, and the bottom will come out, and you can fix the seal that way. This one's working, however, so I'm not gonna take it apart right now. But just realize all mags break down a little differently, but at the end they all pretty much open the same way. Two-piece design on most of them. So that's about it for fixing the mags, keeping them lubed up. Again, there's multiple ways to fix these things. There's multiple things you can do. Other people might have other ideas, but this is just what's worked for me. So that'll do it for tonight. Thanks, guys. Lutz from Gun Gamers. See ya.